Oh, right. So that's what we did. One of the things I wanted to talk about yesterday, and I never really got to it, was we went to a barbecue joint outside of Kansas City called Oklahoma Joe's.
Sounds awesome already.
Unbelievable. And here's we were sitting in the place, and the place opened at 11.
What?
And
August is eating?
August does this thing that's quasi-nauseating. You know the people that smother things in ketchup and it bothers you? Like they'll get scrambled eggs and then they'll just smother it in ketchup.
Right. It's like why not just eat plain ketchup?
Without tasting.
Why not eat styrofoam packing at this point?
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? If you get the French fries and you put a dollop of the ketchup on the side or the barbecue sauce on the side and you dip it as you eat, that's fine. But what he does is he gets to order fries and then takes the thing and then sort of mixes it all up. He's a close cousin of the guy who has to chop all his food up before. I think Mike does that too. It's like he gets some food and he starts chopping it, and it's like
close cousin to himself.
Why? Yeah. What are you doing to your omelet? Like, why are you eviscerating your omelet?
Yeah.
It's like this is what I do, and it's like so you can make it cold. Like you're just scrambling. It's weird. I'm going to cut up my whole steak before I eat my steak.
Like a dog going in circles before it sits down or something. It's some weird
it's
kind of
unnecessary. So Mike does a couple things. So all right, here's what I want to talk. Here's America. This all anybody needs to know is what we learned over at Oklahoma Joe's on Saturday morning at 11 a.m. We did not eat lunch, and we did not eat dinner on a Friday night. The show was at 8 o'clock. By the time you're done signing the autographs and getting the hell out of the theater, it's 10:30, 11 o'clock at night. And then it's like, oh, who the hell? By the time the steak shows up, it's midnight. And it's we've been traveling all day, and fuck it, we'll go to bed. But we're getting up bright and early. We're checking out. We're driving from Kansas City to Nebraska. We're driving to Lincoln, Nebraska, and we're stopping because Kimmel, you will not be allowed back in L.A. He'll have people at the airport. Like if he tells you, here's a barbecue joint to go to, you must go to said barbecue joint. You can't come back without a picture of you in front of the place, or he'll block the seaports, the bus stations.
Holding the newspaper from that day.
Yeah.
The plane won't be able to land.
Current paper with the date on. So we go to Oklahoma Joe's. And as a matter of fact, it was funny because we all went there, and then he said, you got to order the Z-Man sandwich. And all of us just ordered the rib platter with the brisket and everything else. And we just sit there, and at a certain point, people sort of sheepishly said, nobody ordered the Z-Man sandwich. And then we all sort of looked around. Okay, well, don't tell Jimmy. All right, but then what's on the Z-Man sandwich? There will be a quiz. There's going to be a quiz. Maybe even a urine sample or something. There's got to be some provolone in your urine that's only found in the
I'm here with it. It's still lit. Let me talk to the Z-Man sandwich.
Yeah.
Put it on the phone.
Yeah, right. So at a certain point, and this is the beauty of Mike August. Now, a couple things. We got to the place at 11. The place opened at 11, and we were the first people in there. And I was like, not very crowded. We pulled right up front. I sat there doing a phone interview outside in the parking lot and watched cars pull in and people pile in. By the time we sat down and had our food, and we're 10 minutes into our meal, I'd say, Mike, tell me if I'm exaggerating, but by 11:30, the line was going literally out the door, and by 11:45, by noon, by the time we left, it went out the door and down the street, right?
At least 60 deep by the time.
At least 60 deep. Now, there's a couple of good things about Mike August. One is we decided we needed the Z-Man sandwich, except for, I said, well, what are we going to do? And Mike said, what do you mean? And I said, the line is going around us, around our back where we're eating, out the door and then down the sidewalk. So how are you going to get that's the Z-Man, how are you going to get your Z-Man sandwich? And he said, yeah, I'll handle it. And then he gets up, and 6 minutes later, he comes back with 3 Z-Man sandwiches.
He took it off someone's table.
And an order of fries. And I thought he greased someone's palm. And I said, Mike, what happened? How'd you get the sandwiches? And he said, just went and got them. And I said, yeah, but you didn't get in line? The line's so long. And he said, we already waited in line. And I said, yeah, but that's not how it works. Everyone who's eaten there is waiting in line before. We're going to start applying movie theater lines and the food lines.
Right.
I wish I could use that logic at the bank.
I know. Well, no, I'm coming back.
At the stadium with the bathrooms.
I took a piss in the 3rd inning, and now I waited in line, and now I'm just going right to the front because it's the 9th inning, and I got to piss again. I don't know how the fuck
point. Let him go.
I don't know how he did it. He has almost like goat-like
Autistic
instincts.
chutzpah?
Yeah, we're like, you know what a goat like.
Yeah,
like,
a goat will eat your shirt.
Goat will go smell the queen's pussy just because, like, what? Who cares? It's not thinking about it. It's not up in its head.
We could all take a lesson from the goat.
No, we should all be more like the goat. Like, we all stand up and start looking around. Like, oh,
Right.
geez, I want to get the sandwich with the fucking lines around the block. But, geez, it'd be so nice if we could slide in front. But I don't want to be an asshole. My guy just walks right up, grabs the sandwiches, sits back down, now has a load of fries with him, too, by the way, and then he smothers it. But here's the thing. This place, Oklahoma Joe's, it's in a gas station. It's attached to a gas station. And I mean, like, not your fun Mohawk type filling station or throwback anything. Just shitty Quickie Mart gas station. It's in a strip mall. There's nothing going on. It's fair to Midland part of town. I mean, you drive through the nice part of Kansas City to get to it. It's in literally a strip mall. It's like coin-op laundry next to it and gas station. I mean, you come pulling up, and we were like, really? I don't even want to. These two things, barbecue and strip mall, just don't go together very well. And the line is pouring around the block. They don't advertise. They don't do anything. What do? They serve fucking good ribs. That's all they do, and they're inexpensive. That's it. Now I'm talking about it. Jimmy Kimmel's talking about it. 5 guys at Jimmy's show are telling us to get the Z-Man
like a
sandwich.
barbecue pirate ship.
Yes, they just put the product out there. They don't gouge anybody, and thus there is a line. And anybody who wants to know about a business, like, how's your restaurant work? Well, we're on a bad corner. They're not even on a corner. They're in a strip mall attached to a fucking gas station. It's not the part of town. It's not the cuisine. It's not the anything. They kick ass. They're super fast. They're inexpensive. And everyone who eats there once goes, I'm going back. And that's it. That's the key. That's the key to success. That's the key to life. That's the key to America. That's this country. That's everything you need to know. Forget about the fucking advertising. Forget about it. It's not going to work. Whether you're making a movie or you're making barbecue, make a kick-ass product. People will talk. I mean, you got stupid Kimmel over here in L.A. yelling. I mean, this place is way outside of Kansas City. It's in a strip mall.
Mm-hmm.
That's all it takes.
How
That's
was
the
Z-Man?
lesson.
What was the Z-Man all about?
The Z-Man was so now we're stuffed. We're all stuffed with ribs. It's like 11:45 in the morning. And by the way, it's 9:45 to us because a little time difference. We just got there before. So we're all packed up full of food. And now we get in the car to make the drive to Lincoln. And we're like, what are we going to do with these sandwiches? Because we're fucking full. And at some point we get to the hotel and we all have these Z-Man sandwiches. And then I realize I got a microwave in the paddles. Bring it back to life. I got
Charge.
I got it. We all sat.
There they are, sitting on top of that bun. There's 2 pickles on the bun.
There's little sweet pickles, bread and butter pickles. Yeah, we all sat in our rooms and ate our Z-Man sandwiches. That good.
What was in them?
It was brisket. It was an onion ring. It was provolone. Oh, it's on the.
Okay,
there
provolone melted on beef brisket, 2 onion rings on top on Kaiser bun.
Yep, that's right, Jimmy. That's what was in the sandwich. And that's what you ate. And if you want to check my stool, well, then you can do it because that's fine.